Today's forum is a special moment for us to rekindle our bond that has kept us together through thick and thin all these years. More importantly, in today's forum, we will try to take on as one the challenges bedeviling the newspaper industry, in particular the community press. Back in November 2019, the last time we met in person in Baguio City, and before we were rudely interrupted by the pandemic, we brought up the idea of a sharing platform on internet exclusively for members of your organization. And this is the PPI News Commons. Through it, we hope to bring you together in one cohesive group without impinging on your editorial independence and operational autonomy as a community paper, while giving each one of you the opportunity to expand content and reach at no cost to you. As we all know in this game, a wider market base means bigger readership equals higher ad revenues. At this point, I will stop short of providing further details and allow the rest of the project team to do that, as they unfurl the more exciting part of this roadshow, how you will earn from it. On my part, allow me to continue and say a bit more on why we need this project and to support it. As we are all aware of, the newspapers have been failing in the past few decades. The birth of the internet manifested several different ways companies, groups, and individuals could reach out to others. They saw the internet as a new opportunity to grow profits by giving out news through online articles via the internet because it was the cheapest and quickest way to make a buck. As a result, newspaper sales declined dramatically. Nobody seemed interested in reading paper-printed news anymore. It seemed tedious and waste of money. In a typical newsroom, in our case also, Manila Standard, copies of unsold print newspapers would stack and pile up in the corner each and every day. The daily task would be to pile paper up once more in the recycling bin to pave way for newer papers. The use of the internet has indeed changed the way people get their news. They now can read an article with a click on a mouse or a tap on a screen without having to waste countless pieces of paper or risking paper cuts. Social media in particular has been a turning point for all news, including how it is conveyed and how people interpret news on social media platforms. People are now able to record what they see and hear by posting on their walls about an event that has occurred. Facebook and Twitter, for one, allow people to talk to each other as things happen in real time. Such an amazing piece of technological platforming would definitely disadvantage traditional news media, which cannot respond quickly. Faced with this situation, newspaper publishers are hard put to keep operations afloat and have tried in their desperation different ways to manage production and at the same time make profit, though in most instances proving fruitless in the end. Newspapers may not go entirely the denouncer way, but they will never regain their once dominant role as gatekeepers of access to news. And what better proof of that hard fall from grace than the recent national elections, where social media arrogated on themselves that they played that role to the hilt and became the game changer in the political arsenals. What happened? Well, we simply lost by default for not acting on opportunities fast enough. Although newspapers were among the first industries to recognize the internet's potentials, they had performed poorly at monetizing readership in the digital age. Instead, many revenue streams have been diverted from newspapers to IT companies and news aggregators. So, are we surprised to find ourselves in the deep hole we are currently in? But all is not lost, no. Only if we can put our acts together and employ to our advantage the same technology that, ironically, threatens our very own existence. As the saying goes, if you can't link in, join in. Which also means that we can't remain in isolation in a global village. We need to pull together and join hands if we have to move forward as a financially viable business in the digital age. Alone, we simply baby step our way. United, we take a quantum leap. Ladies and gentlemen, the choice is yours and it's your call. Thank you and good day.